Don't know where to start and feeling overwhelmed? We understand. Let us help you with Munchies Consulting Company. Introduction. Can you believe that customers of your business are more inclined to write negative reviews than a positive one? This is because customers are more affected by bad experience than the good ones, which can be understandable. Here with the Munchies Consulting Company, we are here to assure you that your customers won't have any bad experiences. Consulting Company background. Have you ever watched a TV show on Food Network called Bake or Break by Stephanie Boswell? Awesome, because I know you have. Our consulting company gained our inspiration from this show because we want to be the next consulting company on TV, helping bakeries and cafes fix their recipe and customer service, but not as nice and more straightforward. Our background is we are a newer company that started in early 2021 with just a few employees, but have quickly grew to a massive company and managing over 50 companies. We wanted a consultant assisted with small cafe bakeries and wasn't so much corporate based. When we started our own bakery and realized there weren't any consulting companies that specialize in small business, we started this business in the home office and quickly grew to an office with many employees. The information I discuss will benefit your business because we won't stop working with the manager and owner until we see progress, and this is the perfect business in our eyes. Self-introduction, statement of your own credibility. My name is Kindae, and I am the analyst leader for the Munchies Consulting Company. I have been in the bakery business for over 8 years, which I fell in love with at the age of 12. When I obtained my business management degree, I then went to culinary art school in Michigan, which got me my baker and pastry certificate. I started managing my own bakery at the age of 22, in which I was making good income. A few years of managing my own bakery, I started to realize it was harder to please customers than it seems, no matter how good your bakery is. If your customer service isn't like Chick-fil-A employees and how they treat their customers, you will always get bad reviews no matter what. Introduction, background, or restaurant review. We're on a mission to sweeten your day with ooey, gooey cinnamon rolls that will make your mouth water and your taste buds smile. With over 20 unique frosting flavors and a variety of fresh, decent, decadent toppings, we're not your typical cinnamon roll dessert shop. We're a cinnamon roll experience. They offer cinnamon rolls, brownies, cookies, cookie cakes, and cinnamon cakes. In the huge city of Atlanta, Georgia, there are a lot of competitors that Centerhouse has to compete against. A bakery called Nothing Bunny Cakes, which is really good, but they specialize in cake. That's the only difference they have. But as far as taste and customer service, this bakery is similar to Centerhouse. The Five Daughters Bakery is good too, but they have differences in customer service. Last time I went, I felt the employees were rushing me and were really rude. Strengths based on reviews. Whenever we're at the forum, we always make a point to stop by here and pick up a couple of old fashions. They serve the rolls with a generous amount of frosting, just the way it should be. They make the absolute best cinnamon rolls you will ever taste, and they're addictive. This is the best cinnamon roll place. Look what the customer said about it. The absolute best, and they're addictive. Strengths based on reviews. It's always very clean and the customer service is always very good. Plus, for those that care, it's vegan. This is what we mean about good food and customer service. The customer states that it is always very clean and the customer service is too. Also, for the people who are trying to eat healthy, they have some vegan products. Point B. I created my own cinnamon roll and it was Delicious. The staff was nice and helped me with suggestions. I would definitely visit again. This is a five-star review too, because we know that their seminar rolls are good. But you see what she said about their customer service. The employees would even help her choose what she want. This is what I call Chick-fil-A customer service. Weaknesses based on reviews. I visited this location today and received an underwhelming Cinnabon. The strawberry frosted tastes completely different and the rolls were super hard. They hardly put any cookie dough on it. It was very poorly made. I'm surprised that as they usually do better than this at other locations. This is problems with many businesses is they aren't consistent with making their product good every time. But with our consulting company, we will show you ways on how to have the best seminar roll every time. Weaknesses based on reviews. Hey, waited 20 minutes for one seminar roll and left without it because of such poor service. I asked the status of my order after three people behind me got their order. They had not even begun to make it. Not one of the three girls working behind the counter offered an apology. This is terrible customer service, and this couldn't have been taught to you by your manager. I totally agree with her because waiting 20 minutes on one seminar roll without any apology is bad business conduct. Terrible. What is so great about a cold hard seminar roll? Aren't seminar rolls supposed to be hot? This review just explains how some places can be hyped and aren't as good as they seem. If they can't give you a consistent good seminar roll on a daily basis, it's not a good business. Why is it important to your audience? This information I discuss benefits the audience because businesses get caught up in their hype and get comfortable because of the good business they have coming in. But business must stay consistent. That is the key for a successful business. Also having a great customer service. Nothing but bunny cakes has some problems within their bakery too that are more worse than Cinnaholic. I felt like changing my order. The young cashier with a gracious attitude started the process and needed management help. From that point, my experience took a wrong turn, and I went as the manager and or the owner of the store reprimand the cashier in a way that made me want to run for the hills. Here are my thoughts. Don't never do that again in front of a customer. That is an unclassy way to proceed when talking to you as an employee with the customer standing in front of her. Maybe the employee was being rude, but a manager doesn't need to address the issue right then and there in front of a customer. That was bad customer service, and I felt like it was ghetto or hood. Recommendations. Our most important recommendation for the Cinnaholic Bakery is the need to work on being more consistent with the seminar rolls. If you read the reviews, majority of the people say that the seminar rolls aren't good some days and are hard, but other days the seminar rolls are good and fresh. It can be like that in the business. Another recommendation is that customer service can be bad sometimes. With me reading reviews, and that is the worst thing you can have in the business, is your employees being rude. Recommendations. My last recommendation is they should stay open longer. They close at 9 p.m. and that's the time people get off work at night. My recommendation is for them to stay open till at least 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. That's the time people get hungry late at night and want something sweet. Threats to your restaurant based on reviews. Because of the vegan seminar roll at Cinnaholic, they can drive people not to come. Because I haven't heard nobody tell me a vegan seminar roll is good. Some people don't want to eat healthy, in which one customer specifically said that. Another threat to this business is the location of the place they put the business. I seen one customer say they had to drive 40 minutes outside of Atlanta to get here, and he said it wasn't worth the hype. Why would you build a business away from a big city that has plenty of money? That makes no sense. Threats to your audience based on reviews. The last threat to this biz is that it's pricey. $15 for one medium cinnamon roll is unacceptable. Everybody doesn't have Drake type money, so some people, when they hear the price, go the other way. SWOT analysis chart. Strength. Delicious, delicious bakery food. As seen on TV and won rewards on there, and has exceptional customer service which keeps people coming back. Weaknesses. Food is pricey and sometimes aren't worth it. Wait times can sometimes be a problem in order to cook one cinnamon roll. The location that the owners put Cinnaholic is sometimes a problem with customers getting in that area. Opportunities. You get opportunity to create your own cinnamon roll however you like it. Another one is has an opportunity to be on TV, giving out to their most dedicated working and who knows the ins and outs of their business. And last but not least, you can start your own Cinnaholic business picking wherever you want to place it, but must come to an agreement with the owner. Cinnaholic. Threats. Their customer, customer service of their employees is putting their business at risk. Too many customers getting bad experiences of their customer service. Competitors offer a cheaper price to their product and is in a better location than Cinnaholic. I feel as if the owners are cocky because in some reviews the owners were getting smart back with the people that made the reviews, which is the biggest threat out of all these. Conclusion. In conclusion, managing your restaurant reviews is very important to the well-being of your business. It is so easy for me to Google a restaurant right now and see if they are good based on their reviews. No matter what, bad reviews make customers stay away, but good reviews make customers come always. As an owner, you should check your restaurant reviews daily and respond to them in the most respectful way possible. You can improve your customer service and food. Always be respectful to your customer and do as they ask. Another thing is to make sure your food is good on a consistent basis. Your customer will leave nothing but good reviews. If you are doing those things and your competition with that other company will go down because nobody can compete with a business that does both. Conclusion. If you ever need us for business consulting needs, don't hesitate to call or email us. The best way to get in touch with us is through email at munchies at consultingcompany.com or you can by phone at 708 544 6788. To view our website about our services, visit us at www.munchiesconsulting.com. When you feel like your business is going downhill and needs rescuing, you give a shout out to Munchies. For our free gift to you, we are giving away free t-shirts. Our way of saying thank you. And when your business people ask how your business is doing so good now, you just point to your shirt and say Munchies Consulting Company. Conclusion. Conclusion. Let us know if you need anything. We are here to help and thank you for your business.